Saili, Komal, Shima.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
No any plan for today. No any plan
I
for
also don't
tomorrow
have any
because
plan, ma'am.
I, yeah, I just know tomorrow is Women Day.
Okay, okay. Yeah, tomorrow is
Yeah,
8th, right? Yeah, 8th of March, correct. But
yeah,
if you
8
ask
March.
me, I think every day should be Women's Day. Why only one day?
Yeah, yeah, right.
Okay. So, on Friday, some of you were left to speak, right? I'll just share my screen. I wanted to see who did not get a chance to speak at all on Friday. So there was Saili, Bipul, both of you are here, superb. So there are some others also who did not get a chance at all on Friday. So I was thinking we'll just start off with the ones who couldn't speak on Friday, and then we can continue with the rest of the learners, if that's okay. So Saili and Bipul, both of you are here. If you all would like to start, it's the same topic that we were doing, right? What would you prefer, a government job, or what do you think is better, a government job or a private sector job? And you can use these points. आप ये points, इनमें से कुछ points को लेकर बात कर सकते हैं. So if any one of you, I mean, Saili or Bipul, do you want to go ahead? Saili, what about you? Would you like to try?
Yes, ma'am. I will try.
Okay. All right, cool.
Okay, so private job versus government job. So
Hmm.
which is better according to me?
Hmm.
So I think private job provides many good um, facilities. Like if we get job in a big company like Google or any other big company, so we will get very good facilities over there and good salary along with the facilities. And uh, but sometimes there is a lot of pressure than the government jobs. Like yeah, there is due date for their project, or yeah, you have to work more. And if you are not able to fulfill that requirement, or if you are not able to complete your work within the due date, you can be fired.
Hmm.
So there is risk of losing your job anytime. But in government job, I think there is more security, and you will get means your employee will get uh, payment, what pension, yeah, pension after retirement. And there is less work pressure in government job. So government job is more comfortable for employee, and there is no competition like in private job. If you want to get promotion, so yeah, you need some favor from uh, um, your boss, or you have good communication skill as along with the work skill. But in government job, if you once you are appointed, if once you are hired for a particular job or in particular department, you don't I think you don't have that fear to be fired. So there is yeah, there is more security, yeah, I can say. But sometimes we feel like government job, like in during the pandemic, uh, government servant had to work uh, mm, uh, go
Throughout the pandemic, you mean to say?
yeah, throughout the pandemic they couldn't take leave from the work.
Hmm.
So even they had a risk of their life, so lives they had to work. Many people got infected, and they lost their lives also. So sometimes, and also now there is election time, so they have election work along with their regular work. So they sometimes they had to go to the work on weekends also. So I am talking about my husband. he is a he is a government employee. So nowadays he is working so hard. Even he is going to work on the weekends. So yeah, sometimes they also have work pressure, but normally usually they don't have that much. Means government employees don't have that much work pressure. Mm, yeah, these are the points I wanted to share here, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome, Sally. Very nice. No doubt you were thinking and trying to put across your points. So that was quite well done, I would say. I think you were thinking and trying to ensure that you explain everything properly. So well shared. I think somewhere you were saying that sometimes they could have a fear of getting fired, something like that.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
All right. And you also mentioned about pension, right? So not only for you, but even when the others are talking, you all can say that a government employee is entitled to pension. Entitled
Okay.
to means it's a benefit that they get, right? When you're a
Yes.
government employee, you are entitled to pension after you retire. So that's a better way of putting it across. Instead of saying you get pension, you can even say you are entitled to pension. You are entitled also to certain perks or certain benefits, that kind of a thing. Well shared,
Yes,
Sally.
ma'am.
Good. Very nice.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank
Ma'am,
you.
good morning,
Yeah,
ma'am.
hi, Isha. Good morning.
Ma'am, we can use perk, ma'am, for benefit.
Yeah, perks and benefits, absolutely. Yes.
Okay, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Good
Good
morning.
morning to ma'am.
Ma'am, today are you going chance who did not speak on this topic?
Yeah, I just wanted to finish up with the ones who couldn't speak on Friday. So this was the list of the learners who were pending. So I think out of this list, only Sayali and Bipul are here. The others from that list, nobody is there. So we'll just ask Bipul if he wants to speak, and then we can continue with the rest of you.
Okay,
So
ma'am.
yeah, Bipul, are you there? Up hai?
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, good morning. So
Good
आपको
morning,
पता
ma'am.
है, you know the topic right of Friday. What do you prefer? Good morning. आपको क्या ज़्यादा पसंद है? मतलब क्या आपको लगता है बेहतर है? Is it a government job is better or a private job? So what do you
Ma'am,
think?
ma'am, government job versus private job. Ma'am, private job work is longer working hours, extremely uh, competitive, uh, something deadlines and very stressful environment. In a private job, performance is directed related to growth. The environment is born to creative uh, time to time competitions to keep the pace. On the contrary, government jobs are relaxed and help you maintain a healthy work-life balance. The work environment is extremely lacked. However, there is possibility of transfer in government jobs, which can be uh, uh, life and in your uh, in, in conclude in either choice, government or private private therefore your decision choose depend on your some benefit in your government job, some stability and flexibility, stability in private job, in your stable and flexible benefit like pension and many more. Private job in job security in earlier in your 5 to 10 years work in your company, then benefit in your job security and 5-star rating in your and lots of holiday in comparative low pressure in government job, and an experience is more, and disadvantage is government job is slow growth and minimum more less and more salary, and earning potential is medium, and low level of lazy work environment is stressful life. Stressful life. That's all, ma'am.
Okay, all right. So I know, so good, Vipul. I know you must have been reading some of that, but I want to ask you, जो भी आप words use कर रहे थे, आपने जो भी words बोले या पढ़े, क्या आपको सारे words समझ में आए? Is there any word that you did not understand? कोई word है जो आपको समझ में नहीं आया? You can ask us about it.
Ma'am, two words is not understand, ma'am.
How do you say it? I did not understand two words.
I did not understand two word.
What are the two words?
Some comparatively low pressure and earning potential, and lazy, low level, dependent in your
Can you क्या आप पूरा sentence पढ़ सकते हो, विपुल? Can you read the full sentence?
ma'am, cap earning potential, ma'am.
The point is about earning potential.
Earning potential, yes, ma'am.
Earning, see,
And,
earning means what? Earning is जो आप कमाते हैं. So the
Yes,
earning
ma'am.
potential मतलब कमाई करने की जो मतलब जितना हम कमा सकते हैं, earning potential.
क्षमता मैम,
क्षमता,
क्षमता, correct.
क्षमता, yes, ma'am.
Yes, thanks. Okay, so then, so the earning potential, क्या sentence क्या लिखा हुआ है वहाँ पे जो भी आप पढ़ रहे हो?
Ma'am, and switch your own company and pace, keep the pace, ma'am.
But what is the full sentence? So, कुछ point है? Full sentence क्या है? Try to tell me the sentence.
Is related to growth. The work environment is born to create competition to keep the pace and contrary government jobs.
Keep the pace. मतलब जो भी काम चल रहा है उसको उसी रेट पे करना, तो keep the pace. या कम पेस हो सकता है या ज्यादा पेस हो सकता है, कम स्पीड हो सकती है या ज्यादा स्पीड हो सकती है. Raji, is there some way you can explain this? You are unmuted.
Yeah, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It indicates that earning potential in private sector is more as you are switching from one place to another. But that's not case with the public sector. Government sector, you need to stick to your job. So there the potential is less, ma'am.
Okay. All
Yes.
right. We just need to try. Thank you, Raji, but trying to explain to Bipul what
Welcome, ma'am.
he's saying. Okay, Bipul, और क्या आपको और कौन से कुछ word या phrase नहीं समझ में आया?
Ma'am, originally in private work culture in private job originate in until longer working hours.
Okay. ये आपको समझ में आया कि नहीं समझ में आया?
नहीं, ma'am, until longer, right?
Can you say that again?
The work culture in a private job, right, entail entail longer working hours extremely.
Okay. Entails extremely longer working hours. मतलब जो प्राइवेट सेक्टर में वर्किंग आवर्स है, काम करने का जो समय है, वो मतलब काफी लंबा समय काम करना पड़ता है, कभी कभी ओवर टाइम करना पड़ता है. सो दे आर ट्राइंग टू से दैट जो वर्किंग का कल्चर है, कल्चर में ही वैसा है, सब लोग ज्यादा काम करते हैं या एक्सपेक्टेड है कि ज्यादा काम किया जाए. एंड व्हाट एल्स?
Stressful environment.
स्ट्रेसफुल एनवायरनमेंट. स्ट्रेसफुल तो आपको पता होगा, स्ट्रेस.
Yes, ma'am, stress.
हाँ, एंड एनवायरनमेंट इज जो वर्क है, जो ऑफिस स्पेस है वगैरह, जो माहौल होता है वो काफी स्ट्रेसफुल होता है काम करने का.
Ma'am, deadlines, ma'am.
Say it again.
Deadlines, ma'am.
डेडलाइन. सो फॉर एग्जांपल इफ यू आर गिवन अ प्रोजेक्ट, आपको कुछ प्रोजेक्ट दिया गया है, कुछ काम दिया गया है, तो आपको एक डेडलाइन दिया जाएगा कि ये कब तक खत्म करना है, कब तक रेडी होना चाहिए. तो डेडलाइंस काफी सारी होती है, ऐसा नहीं है कि आप अपने टाइम से कर सकते हैं. आपको एक डेट दिया जाएगा या एक दिन दिया जाएगा. सपोज
Yes, ma'am.
माने आपको आज कुछ काम दिया गया, सो मे बी 2 days लेटर, 2 दिन में ये खत्म होना चाहिए. वो 2 दिन का जो समय है, दैट इज द डेडलाइन.
समयबद्ध मैम, समयबद्ध.
ओके,
Okay, ma'am.
राइट. एनीथिंग एल्स, विपुल?
No, ma'am. And
All right, cool. I know that you are trying to read and trying to
ma'am,
but on your own. That's okay, no problem. Hmm.
मैम थोड़ा सा मैम सब थोड़ा सा देखने के मतलब बात जो है, मतलब सेंटेंस अरेंज करके आप अच्छा से थोड़ा थोड़ा बोल पाते हैं मैम.
Correct.
जोड़
That's
के
okay. No
देख
problem.
के थोड़ा सा टाइम थोड़ा सा अपने मन से नहीं हो पा रहा है मैम.
That's
देख
okay,
के थोड़ा.
बिपुल. Can't help it. देखो बिपुल, आपके केस में, टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट, आपको ज्यादा इंडिविजुअल क्लास की जरूरत है अगर आपको एक्चुअली प्रैक्टिस करना है, क्योंकि शायद आपके पास प्रैक्टिस करने के लिए कोई है भी नहीं या समय नहीं है, जो भी है. यू नीड एन इंडिविजुअल पर्सन आपके साथ बैठ के आपके साथ प्रैक्टिस करने के लिए. सो एनीवे, व्हाटएवर यू आर डूइंग इज ओके. ट्राई टू स्पीक ऑफ कोर्स मोर एंड मोर, दैट्स ओके. बट ये जो
Ma'am.
पढ़ के कर रहे हैं वो भी ठीक है, चलेगा. All right, thanks, Vipul. Yes, Isha,
Ma'am.
tell me. Yeah.
I want to tell her, ma'am, that so many teachers are giving the spoken classes on this app, ma'am. He can join over there, but he has to tell them he's a beginner, so they will also help him.
Yeah, correct. I
Like
think
5 p.m.
times, no?
Yeah, 5 p.m., 6 p.m. to 7 p.m., ma'am.
Hmm.
He can join over there on this app, ma'am.
Okay. Vipul, आप join करते हो? Do you join the evening classes 5 o'clock?
मैम रेगुलर तो नहीं हो पाता मैम, लेकिन संडे, सैटरडे, थर्सडे कभी
You
कभी
try
मैम.
to join. Okay. See if you can make time. If you can make some time, निकाल के
But
अगर आप
he
join
can
करते
listen by earphone, ma'am.
हो,
He
listen to
can
the
do one
conversation and all. Right.
मैम
Vipul, ये भी सही है जो ईशा कह रही है.
yes मैम. मैम you are मैम you are advising your recording your voice and listen to बार बार सुनने तो मैम डेली प्रैक्टिस करना है मैम.
Okay, fine. Good. If you're doing that also, that's also fine. Whatever you're doing in the entire day, जो भी आप करते हो, you speak about it and then you try to listen to your recording. Try to speak. That's fine. Yes. Okay, Bipul. Thank you.
Thank you मैम.
All right. So I don't think anyone else from that list is here. I think we can move on to you guys. So anyone who would like to speak on this topic, what do you prefer?
Ma'am.
Government or private sector
Ma'am,
job?
4 to 5 lines I just want to include, ma'am.
Isha, okay, go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. From my point of view, ma'am, I think, ma'am, government job is not very good if you compare to private job, because in the government job, most of the if you will go for government job, there's so many quota system. Because of quota system, there is biasness in this sector. Like 90%, 90. If you get 90% marks, and you will not get, because of the quota system, 40% marks student, 40% marks. If you get, you can get, ma'am, what we call, I just confused, ma'am.
You can get
Yeah.
admission.
Admission, ma'am. Yeah, you will get a seat. You will get seat in railway and UPSC. There are so many exams, ma'am. They have to only show their 40 to 50% for some persons. So it is a bad thing for the other. It is, if you can say, it is not good for other students. It is kind of biasness for other people. Like if for general people, ma'am, they got 80% and 90%, but they're not able to join the government sector. Even if you compare to the private sector, if you will go to the government office, like if you will go in the rural areas, they have to face a lot of problems in the government job. Like one day I went to the block with my granny, ma'am. They used to talk very rudely. You have to go with your approach, otherwise they will not give you value. They were just like, no one can fire me. So they have a different kind of attitude. But if you will go in private company, their attitude is totally different from government employee. They will greet you, they will understand you and listen you properly, and they will reply you. In some banks, ma'am, like they treated you very badly. The government employee has a different kind of attitude. They have a ego, and so I don't prefer government job is good for me. So I prefer to work in a private sector. Even a good thing about private sector, per year you can get increment. But in government sector, there is rule. I think after 3 years you will get increment, and you cannot change your job according to your taste, according to your convenience. But in private sector, you can switch to other thing. So I think I consider that private job is more beneficial than government job.
All right, okay. But tell me one thing, Isha, don't you think at times, this is just a random question, don't you think at
Yes.
times we generalize the working culture in a government organization? No doubt, even I would say, to be honest, most of the times I've interacted with a government employee or gone to a government office as such, I've not really had a great experience. That's there. I can't shun away from saying that.
No, ma'am,
But
I'm
do you
not
think we
saying
should
all
generalize
government
all of
employees
that?
is bad, ma'am. But in some sector, ma'am, they will not treat you. They have a different kind of attitude.
Okay.
If you go there,
Most of the time you're saying.
yes, ma'am. I'm not
Understand.
generalizing, ma'am. I'm not point out all the government employees are bad.
Yeah,
No, no, no.
yeah.
Yes,
Because
true,
there's
ma'am.
always that one-off experience, that one-off person that you will find will be helpful. But have you also thought about why we have that kind of an experience? What could be the reason why um, we have that kind of an experience? Isha's network's gone for a toss. Isha, can you hear us? We can't hear you. Isha, whenever
Yes,
you
ma'am. I can say that.
yeah. What do you think could be the reason? Why we
Yeah,
have a not so great
implant
experience?
just, ma'am, maybe they have a
Work pressure. Okay.
might be because of that. Maybe
True.
they talk sometimes in ill manner. Because of that, maybe I'm not sure,
Yeah,
ma'am.
because see, if you come to think
Because
about it,
no one else.
if you come to think about it, I don't think on purpose people would behave like that, right? There must be some reason. So one could be work pressure.
They can be seniors, maybe because of their senior pressure. Sometimes it happens, ma'am.
Yeah, true.
It can be like that, ma'am.
Okay. All right, Isha. Thank you.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, can I speak on this topic, ma'am?
Yeah, you can. But we have others also here. You want
Ma'am,
to
actually Friday also I didn't
you didn't get a
speak.
chance?
No, ma'am.
Your name was not here. Okay, if you didn't get a chance on Friday, then okay, go ahead, Shweta.
Yeah, ma'am. So I'll prefer private job is good than government job, because in private job you have some discipline, and in government job we find like there is no discipline. They are not enhancing themselves. But nowadays trend has changed, and the same thing has applied, like in private sector also. The work pressure always more. The same thing nowadays government is applying on government job also. And at the same point I will say, like, for getting through in government job is most difficult part. And the people who are skilled people, they look for those jobs, and they look for that great post, which are higher type of post. Means what the word should be, ma'am? Like IAS, IES.
Maybe a reputed post.
Yes, reputed post. So for those posts people used to go there. And in private job you have the facility then that you can go abroad, you can get the culture of abroad culture. And here you need in at the government sector you need to spend your money, and you need to put your money for going abroad. You don't have any chance to go abroad. Or and here one more issue is there in government job, that if you are more skilled and you are in a reputed post, then the place where you are posted nobody knows it, and they will give you any post in any area, any rural area, and you need you don't have any choice for it. But but in private sector you have choice. You can go any metropolitan place, and either in a good place where you want to work and where you want to settle. So and in government job, even bribery is the most problematic issue. If you don't want to also, there are so much of political things happen in those reputed post. So because of that bribery, being so skilled person also, they get behind into bars. uh, and so this is the big challenging at the in the government sector. And at the same time in private sector we don't have this type of thing. Yes, ma'am.
Right, right. So you're saying that some of the employees, they have to go behind bars
Yes, ma'am.
because of whatever, whatever kind of work they do, or some offenses that they commit. All right. So you were saying something about abroad work culture, Shweta. Instead of abroad, you can say a foreign work culture. You can say
So-
foreign, you can say international also.
So ma'am, here abroad will be not suitable.
Doesn't sound all that right. So you can say that if you work in the private sector, there is a high chance for you to go abroad and experience the foreign work culture or an international work culture.
Okay.
You can use it like that, to go abroad. Abroad means overseas. It's another word for overseas. You can say you get to go abroad, you get to go overseas, experience the foreign work culture, the international work culture, like that.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Good points, but very varied points, different kind of points. And reputed, practice the pronunciation of this, Shweta. You tend to say reputed quite often. But it's reputed.
Sorry, reputed.
Reputed नहीं होता है, reputation होता है.
Reputed. Okay.
But एक दूसरा
Okay.
word जो है reputation, that's a
Okay.
different word.
Okay, ma'am.
All right, cool. Thanks, Shweta. Okay, Shima, would you like to say something about this? What do you prefer, government or private sector jobs?
Yeah, ma'am. I spoke about government job, but today I want to speak about private sector.
Okay.
So, my point of view, ma'am, I have one doubt, ma'am. Sometimes I say according to me, sometimes I say my point of view. So, which one is better?
See, the other day we had a discussion around it. I think Reena had asked that question. So, in better than saying according to me is possibly in my point of view or in my perspective. That would be better to say. In my opinion, also you can say. Better than according to.
Okay. Yeah. So, my point of view, private sector is good because nowadays we can see there are so many competitive in government job. We can see there are so many educators. They all are preparing for government job. So we can't get easily government job. So if you join private sector, you can do work there and you can earn money easily there. I know there are so many dumps, but when you do hard work, that time you will get early, you will get promotion. and you can improve your progress. So in private job nowadays, you can see there are so many facilities in different companies. So if you are educated, you can join easily. Sometimes you can give only interview, and you can join you can get job in private sector, and uh, you improve your skill as well as you improve your progress. So I think private sector is good. Yeah, ma'am. There are so few points I have. Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. All right, Shima. So some, interesting points, of course. I just wanted to understand what is this improve your progress means what? What are you trying to say here? Improve your
Ma'am,
progress.
I can get promotion.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
and when we do work, that time we know in which type we have to do work. So that time we get experience about the work.
Okay, so maybe you can say that you can improve your skills or enhance your skills and make progress. मतलब हमारे skills जो है, जो भी हमारी capabilities है, we can improve them, we can enhance them, and we can make progress. हम आगे progress मतलब कर सकते हैं. But we can't say improve your progress. You get what I'm saying? You can improve your skills, you can improve your communication, improve something else जो भी आपके काम करने के लिए जरूरी है, आप उसको improve कर सकते हो, and you can make progress. उसके basis पे आप progress कर सकते हो.
Yeah, ma'am, got it.
All right, cool. Okay, Reena is here. Reena did not get a chance on Friday. Reena, hi.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
Good morning. Yes. Okay, would you like to share a couple of points, please?
Yes, ma'am. Of course.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. I prefer private sector job because there are many chance, there opportunity you can improve yourself, and private job is very important, and I think it is give how to work, and it gives a chance to be a become a young generation. It means it have to update you, because if you are updated, then you have then you are in market. If you are not want to update and learn anything, then you cannot work in private sector in these days. So private sector is of course it is very challenging, but it gives so many opportunity and many facility. It means even some people think that government job is secure, but in my opinion, private job is also secure, but here you have to work, and it means you have to professional life, and you have to educate. It means learn how to work. If some problem is there, then how to handle that problem in that situation. But in government job, each and every employee is constant. I have to do that types of work, then I have no, they don't want to change anything. And after some situation occurred, they thought it is not my responsibility. When then it order comes, it means we can say that if order comes, then they understand, oh, it is my responsibility, then I have to work. But in private sector, each and every challenges they take and give proper, they try to become a best. So I would like to private sector job.
So that's why you're saying you prefer private sector jobs. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Reena, I think towards the end you are trying to say that you feel that sometimes government employees, they don't take ownership आप कह रहे थे ना कि कुछ ऑर्डर आएगा तो ही काम करेंगे.
Yeah.
So they don't take ownership, which means to say they don't take the responsibility of whatever work has to be done according
Yes.
to your opinion,
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
and wait
Yes.
for an order or something to be received. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. They don't try to take matlab, challenge. Then they have to मतलब it means जिस type का job क्या कह सकते हैं मैम?
Whatever type of job.
Yeah, whatever types of job they given by then it means lifetime वही करते रहते हैं. I think so, man.
So you feel like a government employee tends to do the same thing. They're happy with doing the same thing for whatever n number of years also. Don't want to. So what is the word for that? I think complacent. You can use the word that at times they can become very complacent. Complacent का मतलब है जैसे चल रहा है चलने दो.
Yes, yes,
Not do anything further. So you can use that word if you want. Complacent.
yes, ma'am.
All right, Reena. Thank you.
Ma'am,
Yes.
one
Sai.
point can I share here?
Yeah. Please go ahead.
Okay, ma'am. So many people think like if we get government job, we have to work. We have to do the same work throughout our life. So this is not the case. I think, if I talk about my husband, he started working in a fire brigade. So after that, he gave exams and he was promoted and he got clerk's job, and then he went to license inspector, and then now he is in the department of ward means he has position of ward inspector. So after giving exams you can get the promotion, and also there is means after some years, after 5 years, your department is means your department is being changed. So it is not like the thing you have to work in the same office till your retirement. So there are chances to improve or to get better opportunities in government jobs also.
Yes, sir.
Very nice.
Yes, Manju, but one situation is here. I also want to say something. If you get one time a government job, then you don't want to take risk. If you are talented, then don't. It means don't try to leave this job. If you get other job, then you take risk. But even in my husband case, he is very talented, but don't take these types of risk. I leave this job and I go private sector. I think here is also give many facility, but they don't take risk.
So maybe can we say that it can be case to case also? It can depend on what sector you're in. Maybe that
Yeah.
also makes a difference.
Yes, ma'am. Not private job in a school or a small area. I talk about big company for airport, navy. That's that types of job.
Right. No, what I'm saying is that, sorry, Sally, go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, that types of job who is it means in that field that have a bright future. It means big company and other agricultural company, and my country depend on that company, that types of private job.
Okay, all right. So can we say that, it may be case to case basis, depends on the individual also, not like how Sally said, right? That depending on, that there are many exams that you can give and you can still get promoted and, move up the rank and climb up the ladder and whatnot.
Yes, ma'am, but it is not a very easy way. It means they give 2 year or 3. You do anything, but that time is your promotion time is 2 year, 3 year. Then you have to complete 3 year. not in a private sector. I noticed that you do it means you good work, and all employee is inspired from you. Then they give him they give promotion. But in it means in government sector, if you do that type of work, they give some salary and other things, but not give permission, because because that promotion देना मतलब that types of promotion give not in one particular people hand. That is the problem.
All right. Okay. Sally, is there anything you wanted to add, or you made your
Yes,
point?
ma'am.
Whatever you want. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. So, if I concern about my son, I would prefer really government job for him. But unfortunately, government jobs are very less. Many sectors are transforming into government sectors are transforming into private sector. So it is the thing. So it is very hard to get a government job nowadays.
All right. Cool. Let's ask some of the others. We have Raji, Bhupinder.
Ma'am, good morning, ma'am.
Yes. Abhay, good morning.
Yes, ma'am. How are you, ma'am?
Good. I'm good. Abhay.
Okay, ma'am.
Raji has to speak.
Can I share something, ma'am?
Yeah, when your turn comes, you can. Raji and Bhupinder are here. After them, you
Okay,
can.
thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Welcome. Okay, Raji, tell us quickly what are your thoughts if you want to share.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am. If I got a chance to prefer government or private sector jobs, I would like to go for private sector jobs, as many of us tell that how many perks and benefits are attached with private sectors, not after post-retirement, but during your working time. There are so many benefits. If we take job security, though it's very high in public sector, but there are some norms in private sector also. They need to give you 3 months notice period before they fired you. Like during pandemic also, many employees, they had been fired, but on that notice period, so they have the time to look for some other job or other company. In if we compare job growth, so you will get instant growth in private sector. It totally depend on your performance. How is your performance? And in case of government sector, they look for your experience. The more experience you have, the job growth depends on that. And job benefits, even in with your performance or good communication skill, they hired you, and they will look for promotion on yearly basis, and they will assess your performance. So there are benefits in private sector as well. Then coming to the salaries, it's very high as compared to the government sector, because again it depends on the market. In government sector, what happened, the salary structure is totally fixed. And here, of course, on your communication and how you're performing, how you're handling your team, work-life balance is very strict in private sector. I agree, because it's a cutthroat competition there. They need to follow the professionalism and everything. It's very strict in private sector as compared to government sector. You will get some there you will get smooth tire. You can work, like flexibility is there, or fixed schedule is also there, but you have that chances. You can work according to yourself. Like if you ask anyone, any girl, what would you prefer? Like if they are not that strict to their work, so they will say, I would prefer government job. But for that also, you need to go through various stages. Like there are competitive exam for that. Easily you don't get that. Some quota is there. It's fixed for women, or according to SC, ST, they can enter easily. But again, for a person like who are open caste, for them the competition is very tough to enter in government sector. Yes, ma'am. That's all.
Cool, Raji. Very nice. Interesting points on both sides. And cutthroat competition. Hearing this phrase after a long time. What is the meaning of cutthroat competition? Could you tell us?
Very strict, ma'am. Like cutthroat competition means very competitive environment, ma'am.
Absolutely perfect. Very nice, Raju. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome. Bhupinder, do you have any points to share? I know you had already spoken, but is there anything you want to share quickly? Is he there here? No, Bhupinder is not there. Okay, Abhay, what points did you want to share? Try to keep your points to the limit, to a certain limit, because we have others also. Okay, tell us.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am. This is my prospects, ma'am, about government sector. So I really very like to government sector. And ma'am, government sector, courage of government sector always higher than private sector. In government sector, security of my job and security of my life also. If I died, then compensation of my family or next to kin, and also provide the job of my kids and whole life pension of my wife, and many facility of the for my kids also. And ma'am, in government sector, many opportunity to go abroad. If people work in Ministry of External Affairs, then always go to abroad in a different country, giving the chance. And ma'am, for especially women, many government sectors is a very good job, and a very lot of beneficiary provided for women in government sector. If government in working in government sector like banking, teaching line, health department, and railway, and ma'am, in government sector, especially for women, provide a special 2 days in a month. Every month, 2 days a special leave, apart from the gents, and 6 month mandatory leave. If ladies is pregnant, then up to 6 months is the with pay leave, and a lot of beneficiary for women, ma'am. So I like the government sector, and ma'am, every year's government sector increase DA bhatta hai, DA every year. All government sector provided the DA every year, and who work in fourth class staff, employee getting around 40,000 per month in railway gangman, and every year increment, and 7 pay commission, or very handsome salary getting in government sector. And other thing, ma'am, in government sector, I have a power to decision making.
Yeah.
If
This point you had shared on Friday, Abhay. I think this point you already shared about decision making. Yeah. So let's not repeat our point.
Okay. And ma'am, PF system is very good, ma'am, in government sector.
Okay, Abhay.
And
Abhay,
and ma'am, I get.
Abhay, I don't want you to repeat your point. So I just want to mention one thing. Of course, you've got great points to support someone to prefer the government. I mean, if someone wants to talk about the government sector. You were saying one word, beneficiary. Over and over again आप बोल रहे थे beneficiary. But actually beneficiary का मतलब थोड़ा अलग है. You want to say benefits. There are many benefits of working in the government sector or working in the public sector. Beneficiary का मतलब अलग है. For example, if I have a policy, insurance policy, I'll say my husband will be the beneficiary if something happens to me. उनको benefit मिलेगा. He is the beneficiary. Okay, Abhay, did you understand? Abhay. Okay, I'm not sure what's the case.
Yes, hello ma'am.
तो आप ये word use कर रहे थे beneficiary. तो beneficiary का मतलब थोड़ा अलग है. जैसे अगर मेरा कोई इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसी है और मैंने अपने हस्बैंड को नॉमिनेट किया है, तो after if I pass away, my husband will be the beneficiary. मतलब ये व्यक्ति को benefit मिलेगा. My husband is the beneficiary. Okay, तो beneficiary को ऐसे यूज करते हैं हम लोग सेंटेंस में. आप जो कह रहे थे आपको कहना चाहिए था benefits. अलग अलग benefits या advantages क्या होते हैं. Alright,
Yes.
तो दोनों अलग words हैं. But otherwise very good points सब है. Thank you. Meera, do you have any points to share? Meera.
Thank you ma'am. Thank you.
Thanks, Abhay. Yeah.
Yes,
Meera?
ma'am.
Yeah, hi. You have any points to share? Do you want to say anything on this topic?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, go ahead.
Ma'am, I think it is very difficult for general caste to go in government job because of reservation, ma'am. In every field, government provide reservation for SC, ST and other caste, ma'am. So in general caste, students cannot see their talent, and it is very difficult for them to go in government sector, ma'am. So, and ma'am, even in medical field, ma'am, it is very important for human being. In this field, government also provide reservation. So I think, ma'am, before giving this opportunity, government think should on this that in some sector they free from reservation, ma'am.
So according to you, in some sectors there should be no reservation basically.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So one thing here, Meera, the government doesn't provide reservation. When you say provide, मतलब करते हैं, provide देते हैं reservation. You want to say the government has reservation. The government keeps or has reservation. Okay, provide is what? Like for example, the government provides medical facilities to college students.
Yes,
okay, all right.
Has,
cool.
okay, ma'am. Has
reservation.
Reservation. Yeah. Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome. Salim, do you have anything to add? Would you like to say something on this topic? Are you there? Salim is not here. Okay. Manju, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. Good,
yes. Okay.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Okay. Do you want to share anything on this topic?
Yes, I have not more than few words.
Okay.
Go ahead. I will share with you. And well, ma'am, personally, my opinion is private sector as well as government sector nowadays going to be similar because of there is no hardly difference. One can go private as well and government sector because of stress of job is almost same until unless employee complete their job work, till then he cannot go away from that place. So the benefit if we think of benefit of government sector employee get more than private, it's a hardly matter. There's no difference. We have faced we have got the experience because of my husband retired from banking sector. So in nationalized banks, because of after 2004, I think there is no pension scheme in banking sector, nationalized banks, because of almost two, five or five, hardly 5 and 6 banks are nationalized, but other are ha- privatized because of the government wants more to more privatize the banking industry, and in big companies handed over to big companies, and they think over their own benefit. They don't think over public interest. So people just have a illusion in their mind because of they don't get the practically because of we have a lot of family members, even RBI, we have a good status they have doing job. That's why on the basis of that experience, I am sharing all of you. So please whenever think to do the job, one don't think in your mind because of government sector is best, not go and just now the scenario is very difficult to get the job. Whatever whosoever wants to get the job, just put into that uh, field, and do it sincerely. You will get the opportunity high level, and you will reach in
Good afternoon, everyone. Pro learners quickly join the Zoom meeting.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Okay, students. So हमने personal pronouns कर लिए थे, reflexive pronouns कर लिए थे, relative pronouns कर लिए थे, interrogative pronouns हमने करे थे. Say yes or no. Students, मैं कुछ पूछ रही हूँ आप लोगों से. Can you please answer?
Ma'am, I think no, ma'am.
And what about demonstrative? No idea.
No idea, ma'am. Before my joining, ma'am, maybe.
Before my joining.
Yes, starting my class, ma'am.
You attend session every day or not?
Ma'am, I live cannot attend every day, but ma'am, I attend all the class recorded, ma'am. Yes.
Spar is saying no. Sachin is also saying no, ma'am. So guys, let's start with interrogative pronouns. हमारा थोड़ा एक balance बना रहेगा. What are interrogative pronouns? आपने interrogative sentences जरूर सुना होगा that there are 3 to 4 types of sentences. For example, positive sentence, negative sentence, then comes interrogative sentence, and last negative interrogative. So what do you mean by third one? Interrogative sentence. Can anyone tell me? Interrogative क्या होता है?
Question वाला, ma'am.
Exactly. So interrogative sentences होते हैं जिसमें हम किसी से question पूछते हैं. For example, what is your name? और उसके बाद हम interrogative sentences के end में हम लगाते हैं question mark. What is your name? तुम्हारा नाम क्या है? Where do you live? तुम कहाँ रहते हो? Right? Where do you work? So let's start with the first slide and let's see what are interrogative pronouns. Someone please read.
Interrogative pronouns. We use interrogative pronouns to ask question. The interrogative pronouns represents a thing that we don't know what we are asking the question about. There are 4 main interrogative pronouns: who, whom, what, which. Notice that the possessive pronouns whose can also be an interrogative pronouns. An interrogative possessive
Possessive.
pronoun. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So guys, there are 4 main interrogative pronouns: who, whom, what, which. तो ये क्या है? WH family के words हैं. ये हम कहाँ use करते हैं? We use them to ask questions. Who कहाँ use होता है? Who we use with person, किसी person के लिए. Whom भी person के लिए use होता है. तो who means कौन, whom मतलब किसका या किसकी. What, क्या, for to know a reason we use what, and which we use for choice. Like for example, which actor do you like the most? आपको choice मतलब बहुत सारी choices है, उसमें से आपको कौन सा actor पसंद है. Which toy do you want? तो 2 toys हैं, दोनों में से आपको कौन सा toy चाहिए. So which toy do you want? Right? Notice that the possessive pronoun whose can also be an interrogative pronoun. So guys, whose क्या है? Possessive pronoun है ये. Interrogative pronoun की जगह भी यूज किया जाता है. Okay. Guys, please don't talk about personal stuff in the comment box. The comment box is for asking questions, so please keep it for that use only. Next slide, someone please read. Look at these examples. No one is interested in reading. Class बंद कर देते हैं, काम करते हैं क्योंकि किसी को क्लास लेने
Look
में
at
नहीं है.
these examples.
Yes, Priya.
First, who said that to you? Second, whom did you say that to? Third, what do you want to say? Fourth, which come first? Fifth, there's one car missing. Whom has has not arrived? Sixth,
Arrived.
I arrived. Sixth, I have found 3 keys. Whose did you find?
यस सो मिशिंग नहीं है प्रिया, ये मिसिंग है. थोड़ा सा आप स और शा में अपना ध्यान रखिए.
Yes.
So फर्स्ट हम यूज कर रहे हैं हु सेड दैट टू यू. तुमसे ये किसने कहा? हु कौन, किसने कहा, कौन था वो जिसने तुमसे कहा? हु. whom did you say that to? ये तुमने किससे कहा? whom का मतलब क्या है हिंदी में लिख लीजिए, किस से. What do you want to say? तुम क्या कहना चाहते हो? What is क्या? Which came first? कौन पहले आया या क्या पहले आया? ठीक है. There is one car missing. Whose hasn't arrived? एक कार मिसिंग है, कौन अभी तक नहीं आया है. I have found 3 keys. Whose did you miss? किसकी किस मतलब तुमने किसकी की मिस कर दी? मिस नहीं है, फाइंड है. Whose did you find? किसकी मिल गई? Next slide. Please read.
Can I try, ma'am?
Yes, Pratap.
Notice that whom is the correct from when the pronoun is the.
प्रताप ध्यान से, मैंने आपको उस दिन भी टोका था, ये फॉर्म है. फ्रॉम में FROM.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, हाँ, from.
जी फॉर्म है ये, फॉर्म.
Notice that whom is the correct form when the pronoun is the object of the verb. As in, whom did you see? I saw John. However, in normal spoken English, we really use whom. Most native speaks would say or even write, who did you see?
Yes. So guys, whom जो है वो करेक्ट फॉर्म है, और जो whom when the pronoun is the object of the verb, as in whom did you see? For example, I saw John, right? So notice that whom is the correct form when the pronoun is the object of the verb. I saw John. तो John क्या है यहाँ पे? Object pronoun है. मेरा क्वेश्चन क्या है? Whom did you see? Okay. However, in normal spoken English, we rarely use whom. ध्यान दिए इस चीज पे, हम बहुत कमी से whom का यूज करते हैं. We instead use who, right? Most native speakers would say or even write who did you see. So आप लोग भी whom पे इतनी टेंशन लेने की जरूरत नहीं है कि मैम whom का मीनिंग क्या है, whom और whose में क्या डिफरेंस है, because we already have who. तो who और whom का दोनों का काम सेम है. They are like synonyms. तो ज्यादा क्या यूज होता है? who. जैसे मैं बोल सकती हूँ who are you talking to, और मैं भी बोल सकती हूँ whom are you talking to. Who has left this phone और whom has left this phone. दोनों यूज हो सकते हैं. सो ज्यादा कॉमन क्या है? who. ओके. सिप्रा, शिवाजी, पारस, आप तीनों को ब्लॉक होना है तो बता दीजिए. मेरे लिए बहुत आसान है, एक क्लिक करूंगी मैं, आपके कमेंट सेक्शन ब्लॉक हो जाएगा. लास्ट वार्निंग है, इसके बाद मुझे आप लोगों की कोई भी ये मंकी, आई सॉ मंकी वंकी दिख गया, मैं सीधा ब्लॉक मारूंगी. नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज, समवन रीड.
Note that we sometimes use the suffix ever to make compounds from some of these pronouns, mainly whoever, whatever, whichever. When we add ever, we use it for emphasis, often to show confusion or surprise. Look at these examples. whoever would want to do such a nasty thing? Whatever did he say to make her cry like that?
Yes. Whoever would want to do such a nasty thing. So guys, हम कभी कभी जो हमारे पास ये इंट्रोगेटिव प्रोनाउंस हैं, इनके साथ हम एवर भी लगा सकते हैं. What, whatever, who, whoever, which, whichever. तो इससे क्या हो जाता है, एवर लगा के ये एम्फेसिस करने लग जाता है, often to show confusion. So for example, whoever would want to do such a nasty thing, कौन ऐसी गंदी हरकत करना चाहेगा. Whatever did he say to make her cry like that? जो भी तुमने बोला, मतलब whatever did he say to make her cry like that, जो भी, ठीक है. वैसे कॉमन what और इंट्रोगेटिव ही होते हैं, but it's totally fine. Any questions regarding interrogative pronouns? Because from the next slide we have quiz. So if you have any questions, please ask now.
Yes, ma'am. Hello, ma'am.
Astaghfirullah नहीं होता, फिरुल्लाह होता है. Yes.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, Manju.
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Ma'am, I have
Yes,
a
good afternoon.
query about whichever, whomever. I always get confused while speaking and while making the sentence which is suitable for whom is object. I could not make over this.
I am not getting a question. Sorry, can you please elaborate again?
Yes, ma'am. मैम मैं आपको स्मॉल वे में बताती हूँ, हिंदी में बताऊंगी क्योंकि आप फिर जब सेंटेंस होम से रिलेटेड बनाना चाहती हूँ तो मैं बना नहीं पाती
जी.
ये है मेरा मतलब.
अभी मैंने आपको बताया भी कि whom की जगह हम who का यूज करते हैं, ठीक है. तो whom, जैसे मैं आपको बोलूं, she saw a lady whom she presumed worked at the store, ठीक है. और मैं बोलूं he saw the faces of those whom he loved at his birthday celebration. तो यहाँ पे मैं who का भी यूज कर सकती हूँ, whom का भी यूज कर सकती हूँ. तो आपको कंफ्यूज होने की बिल्कुल जरूरत नहीं है. who का मतलब समझिए, हिंदी में who का मतलब है कौन
जी,
ठीक है. जैसे मैं बोलूं तुम किससे बात कर रही हो मंजू, तो मैं ये भी बोल सकती हूँ who are you talking to और whom are you talking to.
ओके मैम, थैंक यू. या मैम.
Yes.
Thank you.
No problem. So guys, let's start with the first quiz slide. Which keys are your or yours? Choose the right option. Aishwarya, please answer.
Yes, ma'am. Which keys are yours? But I choose incorrect, ma'am.
Guys, यहाँ पे R के बाद yours. Yes. या yours कहाँ पे जा रहे हैं? Which already हमारे पास interrogative pronoun है. Yours क्या है? It's possessive pronoun. तो तुम्हारी की कौन सी है, मतलब बहुत सारी कीज है और मैं इनमें से पूछूं which key is yours या which keys plural है, 2 होंगी 3 होंगी, तो which keys are yours. यहाँ पे which keys are your नहीं होगा. यहाँ पे अगर आपको your का यूज करना है वो की से पहले यूज होगा. फॉर एग्जाम्पल which are your keys, तो अभी हमारा ऑब्जेक्ट बाद में आएगा. यहाँ पे हम ऑब्जेक्ट की जगह पोजेसिव नाउन को रख रहे हैं. ओके, फॉर एग्जाम्पल दिस इज माई बैग, दैट इज योर बैग. तो बैग क्या है, ऑब्जेक्ट है, वो हम बाद में यूज कर रहे हैं प्रोनाउन के. अब हमें अगर जगह हमने स्वैप करनी है तो मैं बोलूंगी दिस बैग इज माइन, दैट बैग इज योर्स. Okay, so ऐसे ही which are your keys, which keys are yours. Okay, next slide. Dash do I ask for at the desk? Whose or whom do I ask? Very easy. मैम क्वेश्चन शो नहीं हो रहे सूरज, ऐसे कभी भी कंडीशन हो, सिचुएशन ऐसी हो कि आपको क्वेश्चंस शो नहीं हो रहे, प्लीज रिफ्रेश और ज्वाइन अगेन, दैट्स ऑल यू कैन डू. भूपिंदर प्लीज आंसर.
Whom do I ask for at the desk?
यस, फॉर एग्जाम्पल गाइस, मैं आपको बोलूं कि मैंने ना तुम्हारे लिए जॉब की बात करी है, सो तुम्हें कंपनी में जाना है और वहां जाके तुम्हें अपने इंटरव्यू देना है, तो आप मुझसे क्या पूछेंगे कि whom do I ask for at the desk? मतलब आप किसी भी कंपनी में जाइए, वहां पे आपको फ्रंट डेस्क मिलता है, होटल में जाइए, रेस्टोरेंट में जाइए, फ्रंट डेस्क जिसे हम रिसेप्शन भी बोलते हैं. तो व्हाट फर्स्ट टाइम व्हेन वी गो समवेयर, हम वहां जाके इंफॉर्मेशन कलेक्ट कर सकते हैं कि मुझे इससे मिलना है, या मैंने अपने होटल में रूम बुक कराया है, मुझे वहां जाना है. सो अब आप मुझसे पूछ रहे हैं कि मैं वहां डेस्क पे जाके किसके लिए पूछूं, whom do I ask for at the desk? मैं बोलूंगी मेरी कंपनी में आके तुम बोल देना क्या नमता मैम का है, मुझे उनसे मिलना है, and then I'll come and I'll take you to the HR for your interview. Okay, so whom do I ask for? Pratap, Sajil, Afifa, Priyambada, Smile, Shivam. Guys, you have given the incorrect response. यहाँ पे whose नहीं आएगा. Whose का मतलब होता है किसका. जैसे मैं बोलूं whose phone is this, ये किसका फोन है. Whose laptop is this, ये किसका लैपटॉप है. Whom का मतलब है कौन या किसे. Okay. What is the hand button? है Sara, what is the hand button? Okay, that you are talking about raise your hand. Sara, if you want to ask any question, you can click that button and it will raise your hand, and I will know automatically that you have some question. Next slide. These girls are all so pretty. Dash one is your sister. Who, which, what? Whose keys are there? Manju, please answer.
Yes, ma'am. These girls are all so pretty. Which one is your sister? But I chose, ma'am, wrong answer.
Which did you choose?
Ma'am, first one.
One कभी सुना है? Who के साथ one लगा?
Well, I got confused, ma'am. That's why I.
It's okay. Do not get confused. We never use who and 1, 2, 3. No. Who is your sister?
Yes,
Correct
yes.
होता. Which one is your sister? Guys, यहाँ पे मैं दो टॉयज हैं यहाँ पे और मैं पूछ रही हूँ इन दोनों में से तुम्हारा कौन सा टॉय है. तो मैं बोलूंगी which one is yours और which one is your toy, right? तो इसको दिमाग में रखिए. यहाँ पे बहुत सारी लड़कियां हैं, सारी लड़कियां बहुत सुंदर हैं. तुम्हारी बहन कौन सी है? Which one is your sister?
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
But we cannot use here because we are not asking for any reason. We are just asking for the person. Which one is yours?
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
No problem. पारस S कौन लगाएगा योर के साथ? These dresses are so pretty. Which one is yours? Pratap, back to back incorrect response. ध्यान से आंसर करिए. Smile, Shivam. Next, you seem to use both your hands for eating. Dash, do you write with which or what? Meera?
Yes, ma'am. You seem to us both your
us
hands for
फिर
eating.
से
Which do you write with?
अस
You
नहीं है,
seem
use है.
you seem to use both your hands for eating. Which do you write with?
Yes, यहाँ पे भी काफी स्टूडेंट्स ने इनकरेक्ट रिस्पॉन्स दिया है. गाइस हमारे दो हाथ होते हैं. अब आपने एक इंसान को देखा वो दोनों हाथों से खा रहा है. नॉर्मली वी यूज आवर राइट हैंड. हर काम हम सीधे हाथ से करते हैं. कुछ 10% लोग हैं दुनिया में, 10, 15, 20% जो लेफ्टी होते हैं, मतलब वो अपना काम लेफ्ट हैंड से करते हैं. ठीक है. सो बाकी जो कॉमन जो रेशियो है वो राइट हैंड वालों का है कि लोग राइट हैंड से खाते हैं, राइट हैंड से लिखते हैं, राइट हैंड से कुछ जो भी काम है जैसे वो ही यूज करते हैं. तो यहाँ पे आपने देखा दैट वन पर्सन इज ईटिंग विद बोथ हिज हैंड्स. सीधा हाथ भी यूज कर रहे हैं, उल्टा हाथ भी यूज कर रहे हैं, ऐसे खा रहे हैं वो. तो अब आप कंफ्यूज हो गए कि यार ये लिखता कौन से हाथ से होगा. सो यू आर आस्किंग, बिकॉज आपके पास चॉइस है, दो हाथ हैं, तो आप क्या पूछेंगे, विच डू यू राइट विद. कौन से हाथ से तुम लिखते हो. आप डू की जगह हैंड भी लगा डू से पहले हैंड भी लगा सकते हैं. विच हैंड डू यू राइट विद. ओके, which hand do you write with or which do you write with, because hand already है. what नहीं होगा. what क्यों होगा. क्या क्या होगा. नहीं, कौन से हाथ से तुम लिखते हो, not क्या लिखते हो. what do you write होगा, not what do you write with. which but I clicked on which has two eyes, that one is mine. Okay, Manjot, these bags are so pretty. Which one is yours? Nice explanation, ma'am. मुझे कुछ भी शो नहीं हो रहा. Tayya, please join again. Keep on. Next slide. Dash, did you say? I couldn't hear you at all. Which, what, that. I use it a lot in the class, guys. शिवेंद्र पाल लखनऊ, I cannot listen to you because you are not a pro learner. तो आपको जो भी लिखना है वो प्लीज आप लिख लीजिए, मैं पढ़ लूंगी. प्रताप,
Yes.
please answer.
What did you say? I could not hear you at all.
क्या कहा तुमने, मुझे आवाज नहीं आई बिल्कुल भी. आपने इनकरेक्ट रिस्पॉन्स. प्रताप, बैक टू बैक इनकरेक्ट रिस्पॉन्स दे रहे हैं आप. क्या रिस्पॉन्स चूज करा आपने.
What did you say? I could not hear your at all. You hear you at all.
मैं आपसे ये पूछ रही हूँ, which one did you choose. What तो करेक्ट आंसर है ना. आपका रिस्पॉन्स है, आपने which चूज किया, that you चूज किया है.
मैंने आंसर दिया ही नहीं. मैं पहले हो गया, ये करेक्ट हो गया. What हो गया. What did you say?
So guys, what did you say. तुमने क्या कहा, मुझे आवाज नहीं आई बिल्कुल भी. So हम what का यूज करें, क्या. Next, pick the correct option. Whom did you give the book or whom did you give the book to. Very easy. Paras, your sentence is incorrect. Why I do silly mistakes? Why do I make silly mistakes? Sachin, please answer. Meera, 1 second.
Whom did you give the book to?
Yes, whom did you give the book to? तुमने book किसको दी? Yes, Meera.
Ma'am, I can't understand this sentence, ma'am. Means to, how we will use, ma'am?
वेरी सिंपल मीरा. अगर हम पॉजिटिव सेंटेंस पे आए, आप बोलिए.
Yes, ma'am. Your voice is not clear, ma'am.
Mira, is it clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
Mira, I am asking, give me a positive sentence. मैंने आपको book दी.
I gave a book.
आगे मुझे दी है ना, तो सब्जेक्ट और तो
You.
ऑब्जेक्ट लगाइए.
To you.
Yes, आपने टू लगाया.
Yes, ma'am.
अच्छा, अब इसको नेगेटिव कर देते हैं. मैंने आपको बुक नहीं दी. आई डिड नॉट गिव द बुक टू यू. टू यू लग रहा है, टू भी लग रहा है, यू भी लग रहा है. अब
Yes,
इंट्रोगेटिव पे आते हैं कि आपने बुक किसको दी. मुझे बुक नहीं मिली. आई डिड नॉट गेट द बुक. आपने बुक किसको दी. तो whom did you give the book to लगेगा ना, बिकॉज
Okay, ma'am.
पॉजिटिव में भी लगा, नेगेटिव में भी लगा.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, here means object did not come.
Here means object. Object is book na.
Whom did you give the book to? Okay, ma'am. Okay. I
Object
got,
is
ma'am.
book.
Okay, ma'am. I got,
हाँ,
ma'am.
तो यहाँ पे whom की जगह आंसर आएगा. I gave the book to Sachin. आंसर में आएगा to Sachin, क्योंकि अभी तो मैं क्वेश्चन पूछ रही हूँ ना, किसको दी, तो मैं नाम थोड़ी लूंगी पर्सन का. जब मेरा आंसर होगा कि I gave the book to मीरा, तब मेरा आंसर में ऑब्जेक्ट आएगा लास्ट में. मीरा को दी मैंने बुक.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
That's why whom did you give the book to आएगा. काफी स्टूडेंट्स ने मिस्टेक करी है. सो आई बिलीव मीरा के क्वेश्चन से सबको आंसर मिल गया होगा. यस मंजू.
Ma'am, can we use in front of whom to whom did you give the book?
इन फ्रंट ऑफ के साथ नहीं यूज होगा. इन फ्रंट ऑफ whom
No,
did you
no,
give
ma'am.
the book?
No, ma'am. I will use to whom. To whom did you give the book? Is it correct?
Yes. To whom did you give the book? It is correct.
Yes, ma'am.
Definitely.
Thank you, ma'am.
मुझे लगा इन फ्रंट ऑफ आप पता नहीं क्या किसके सामने दी. यस,
No,
वो इन फ्रंट नहीं होता, बिफोर होता है.
Okay,
कैन वी
okay,
यूज
before.
टू बिफोर whom? Yes.
Yes,
To
ma'am.
whom. कभी कभी आपने देखा होगा to whom it may concern या जो भी है लिखा हुआ होता है, तो we can definitely say that.
Okay, ma'am.
Next
Thank you.
slide. Dash, do you suggest we nominate for class president? Whom or to whom? I think I should die now. Very good. Saad Mohammed, you are asking how to become pro. I'm sending a link to you in the chat box. HTTP by purchase pro membership. इस पे आप click करिए, you will get all the information. You have to pay the money for it. Okay. Okay. Next we have Sachin. Please answer.
Done. Okay. Whom do you suggest we nominate for class president?
Yes, not to whom. Whom do you suggest? तुम किसे सजेस्ट करते हो हम नॉमिनेट करें क्लास प्रेसिडेंट के लिए या क्लास मॉनिटर के लिए. तो यहाँ पे टू whom नहीं आएगा गाइस, क्योंकि यहाँ पे हम किसी को कुछ दे नहीं रहे, किसी से कुछ ले नहीं रहे. तो वो जो टू वाले वर्ब्स होते हैं उनको क्या बोलते हैं, टोटली फॉरगॉट. कार्तिक नहीं आज क्लास में. तो उन वर्ब्स के साथ जिनके साथ टू लगता है, आई थिंक वी totally forgot what
Ma'am,
we call them.
infinitive.
Infinitive verbs.
Yes, ma'am. 2 plus first form.
2 plus first form. Yes, infinitive
Yes, ma'am.
verbs बोलते हैं. So guys, यहाँ पे हमारे पास infinitive verb नहीं है. That's why we are not using to. Whom do you suggest we nominate for class president? Not whom, to whom. Next slide. Dash standing next to Thomas. Who is या who's standing? All right. Sajal, please answer.
Yes, ma'am. Who is standing next to Thomas?
Yes, who is? Now guys, यहाँ पे who's क्यों नहीं आया? Who is आया यहाँ पे? Who is standing? कौन खड़ा हुआ है थॉमस के बराबर में? Sajal, please mute yourself. Thank you. Okay, so guys, whose, WHOSE, is a possessive pronoun that you should use when you are, जैसे मैंने आपको एग्जांपल दिया था, who's this phone, who's this watch, who's this laptop, right? Who is a contraction made up of the words who and is or who and has. तो who is मैं पूछ रही हूँ, इसका मतलब है कौन है, ठीक है? तो मैं बोल सकती हूँ whose bag is lying next to Thomas. थॉमस के बराबर में जो बैग पड़ा है वो किसका है? तो वहां पे मैं whose लगा सकती हूँ. whose friend is that मैं ऐसे बोल सकती हूँ, बट मैं standing next to Thomas whose नहीं बोल सकती. who is standing next to Thomas. This is present continuous interrogative. Thomas के साइड पे कौन खड़ा है? नेक्स्ट behind you. वेरी गुड पारस. ये कौन सी सेंटेंस है जिसमें नेक्स्ट भी आ रहा है और behind you भी आ रहा है? नेक्स्ट हो गया बराबर में और behind हो गया पीछे. कोई भूत ही हो सकता है जो साइड में भी खड़ा हुआ है और पीछे भी खड़ा हुआ है. नेक्स्ट स्लाइड. वेरी गुड. Read the paragraph below. Now please read this paragraph and try to understand what this paragraph is trying to tell you. जो ऑलरेडी रीडिंग कर चुके हैं वो नहीं करेंगे. Suvoshri, Shobha, Sara. Sara, go ahead. You're raising your hand. Unmute yourself, Sara. काफी टाइम बाद ज्वाइन करिए क्लास, भूल ही गए क्या करना होता है बोलने के लिए. Suvoshri, please go ahead.
Today I was getting ready to go to the movie theater. I thought to myself, what is playing at the movies this afternoon? What I wanted to see was a comedy, and I was glad to see that the movie which was playing was one of my favorites. The underlined word is an interrogative pronoun, but in what I wanted to see, what is not an interrogative pronoun. It is a relative pronoun.
Yes. Mom, your voice is jarring. I don't know what happened. तभी मैंने थोड़ा सा बीच में कैमरा ऑफ कर दिया था कि थोड़ा सा नेटवर्क कम ले वो. So guys, आज मैं तैयार हो रही थी मूवी देखने जाने के लिए थिएटर में. मैंने अपने आप सोचा कि इस आफ्टरनून में कौन सी मूवी लगी हुई होगी. What is playing? What I wanted to see was मुझे जो देखनी थी वो कॉमेडी मूवी थी और मैं खुश थी कि जो मूवी मैं देखने जा रही हूँ वो मेरी वन ऑफ द फेवरेट्स है. The underline what. So guys, यहाँ पे आपको एक what underline में दिख रहा है, ये आपका interrogative pronoun है क्योंकि हम question में पूछ रहे हैं what movie is playing right now, what is playing at the movies this afternoon. और जो ये बाद वाला what है, what I wanted to see, it's a relative pronoun. क्योंकि मैं आपको बता रही हूँ जो यहाँ पे ऊपर what क्या है हिंदी में, कौन सी या क्या movies playing, और यहाँ पे what I wanted to see is जो मैं देखना चाहती हूँ is a comedy movie. Okay? कौन है ये? I can't hear you, ma'am. Pro learners, is my voice audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
कोई अपनी दिक्कत होगी फिर. Any questions?
I can't hear you properly, ma'am.
Sara, please check your connection.
Okay,
Next slide. Dash will be coming to the party. Whom but not who. Who but not whom. Who or whom can both be used here. इसमें काफी गड़बड़ी करेंगे स्टूडेंट्स। सारा प्लीज आंसर। अच्छा सारा ज्वाइन कर रही है अभी। शोभा, शुभोश्री,
Whom but no, sorry, who but not whom will be coming to the party?
Who will be coming to the party? पार्टी में कौन आ रहा है? सो गाइज बहुत ज्यादा कंफ्यूजन है कि मैम हु कहाँ यूज होगा, हुम कहाँ यूज होगा, है ना। मैं आपको अगर एक सिंपल सी ट्रिक बताऊं हु और हुम की, सो आई बिलीव आपको याद रहे। सो आई एम शेयरिंग माय स्क्रीन।
श्योर मैम।
प्रताप आप ना एयरफोन्स लगा लिया करिए, आप अपने किसी बच्चे से बोलिए आपको वो एयरफोन्स दें, क्योंकि आप ऐसे करके क्लास सुनने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं तो वो बेटर होगा आपके लिए। लीड होती है ना एयरफोन्स, वो आप उसका इस्तेमाल जी। तो आप अपना फोन भी नीचे रख सकते हैं, आराम से आप सुन सकते हैं। ओके गाइस, सो इस चीज को अगर आप फॉलो करेंगे तो बहुत आसानी से आप समझ जाएंगे हु और हुम का यूज कैसे करना है। सो गाइस व्हेन इन डाउट, जब भी आप डाउट में हैं, ट्राई दिस।
स्लाइड बहुत छोटी है, नजर नहीं आ रहा।
प्लीज डबल टैप ऑन योर स्क्रीन। ठीक है, सो व्हेन इन डाउट ट्राई दिस सिंपल ट्रिक। इफ यू कैन रिप्लेस द वर्ड विद ही और शी, यूज हु। गाइस इस चीज को बहुत ध्यान से समझना है। अगर आप ही और शी को रिप्लेस कर सकते हैं तब यहाँ पे हु यूज होगा। इफ यू कैन रिप्लेस इट विद हिम और हर, हिम और हर क्या है? पजेसिव प्रोनाउंस है। ही और शी क्या है? सब्जेक्ट प्रोनाउंस है। तो हमें whom यूज करना है। Who should be used to refer to the subject of a sentence? तो who हम कहाँ यूज कर रहे हैं? Refer to the subject of a sentence, or whom should be used to refer to the object of a verb or preposition. इस चीज को गांठ बांध लीजिए कि who हम यूज करते हैं सब्जेक्ट प्रोनाउंस के लिए और whom हम यूज करते हैं ऑब्जेक्ट या वर्ब और preposition के लिए, रेफर करने के लिए। ठीक है, समझ में आ गया सबको?
यस मैम।
राइट। फॉर एग्जाम्पल हम कह सकते हैं, बहुत सिंपल सेंटेंस है, who would you like to go on vacation, right? Not whom would you like to go on vacation. और whom के लिए हम बोल सकते हैं whom do you believe. तो आंसर क्या होगा? I believe him और I believe her. तो him और her जहां पे हमारा यूज हो रहा है वहां पे हम whom का यूज कर रहे हैं। Okay? I don't know with whom I will go to the prom. I will definitely go with him or I will definitely go with her. तो यहाँ पे हम whom का यूज कर रहे हैं। Who would you like to go on vacation with? I would like to go on vacation with, for example, Shahrukh Khan. Okay? So guys, यहाँ पे भी who का यूज होगा। Who will be coming to the party? तो आंसर क्या होगा? He and she, not him and her. तो जहां पे हमें he और she का यूज करना है वहां हम who यूज करेंगे। So he and she are coming to the party. Only he is coming to the party. She is not feeling well, so she will not come to the party. अब मैं इससे पूछ रही हूँ whom will you come with? तुम किसके साथ आओगे? So ये बोलेगा I will come with her. Okay. Next and the last slide. There is a car right outside our house. Dash it. Who is it? Whose is it? Who's it? Who will be coming to Anzar's wedding? Wedding की spelling Paras, wedding. Wedding का meaning ही change कर दिया. WEDDING. Taru, please answer.
There is a car right outside our house. Whose is it?
Whose it is it? हमारे घर के बिल्कुल बाहर गाड़ी खड़ी है, किसकी है? whose किसी से बिलोंग करती है ना, तो whose is it? is it मतलब है, ये it किसके लिए यूज कर रहे हैं? कार के लिए. Easy?
Yes, ma'am.
Any questions? आज का टॉपिक छोटा जरूर था लेकिन बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक था और आपको समझना बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी है. शाहरुख खान joined. He got interested to go on vacation. Srinivas on top, then Subhoshri, Smita, Rachit, Anita, Ara, Yogita. Good guys, जल्दी से recap ले लेते हैं सेशन का. So the topic, interrogative pronouns. Someone please read. मेरा वाईफाई नहीं कनेक्ट हो रहा. I don't know why, what is happening. Max से हो ही नहीं रहा कनेक्ट, फोन से हुआ है कनेक्ट. Now I'm using my personal hotspot. Who's reading?
Interrogative pronouns. We use interrogative pronouns to ask questions. The
Questions, Priya. Questions.
Questions. The interrogative pronoun represents a thing that we don't know what we are asking the question about. There are 4 main interrogative pronouns: who, whom, what, which. Notice that the
possessive
pronoun whose can also be an interrogative pronoun, an interrogative possessive pronoun.
अभी आपने जैसे possessive pronounce करे ना, ऐसे आप इसको possessive pronounce करिए. Possessive. Yeah, very good. So guys, हमारे पास 4 main interrogative pronouns है. Interrogative pronouns question वाले sentences में use होते हैं, interrogative sentences में use होते हैं. Who, whom, what, which. ठीक है? तो whose हम whose भी use कर सकते हैं. WHOSE whose कहाँ use होगा? जब भी हम किसी possessive चीज के लिए पूछ रहे हैं. For possession मतलब ownership. जैसे whose book is this? ये किसकी बुक है? Whose toys are these? ये किसके toys हैं? ठीक है? तो ownership जानने के लिए कि ये चीज किससे belong करती है, वहां पे हम whose का use करते हैं. Next slide, please read. Look at these examples.
Look at these examples. Who said that to you? Whom did you say that to? What do you want to say? Whom did you say that to? What do you want to say? Which came first? There is one car missing whose hasn't arrived. I have found 3 keys. Whose did you find?
Yes. So guys, who said that to you? हम normally बहुत use करते हैं. किसने कहा तुमसे? तो किसने या कौन बोला तुमसे? तो वो कौन और किसने क्या है? Who है. Whom. Whom did you say that to? तुमने किससे कहा? Whom. I said it to him and उसने उससे बोला. He told her, for example. What do you want to say? तुम क्या कहना चाहते हो? So क्या is what? What is very simple. Which came first? अब which हम choice के लिए use करते हैं. जैसे मैं बोलूं अंडा पहले आया, मुर्गी पहले आई. It's a confusion, right? So which came first? कौन पहले आया? क्या पहले आया? कौन नहीं, sorry. क्या पहले आया? क्योंकि अंडा पहले आया या मुर्गी पहले आई. There is one car missing. एक कार मिसिंग है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल पार्किंग है, पार्किंग में 50 कार्स खड़ी होती है एवरीडे. आज 49 कार्स हैं. तो आप कह रहे हो whose hasn't arrived, किसकी गाड़ी अभी तक नहीं पहुंची. whose, किसकी गाड़ी किससे बिलोंग करती है. तो मैं बोलूंगी कि राम की गाड़ी अभी तक नहीं पहुंची या श्याम की गाड़ी नहीं पहुंची. राइट. I have found 3 keys. मुझे 3 कीज को क्या बोलते हैं, चाबियां मिली हैं. Whose did you find, तुम्हें किसकी मिली. तो किसकी मतलब किससे बिलोंग करती है वो चाबी. तो मैं आंसर बोल सकती हूँ I found कार्तिक्स की और I found सचिन्स की. ठीक है. May I go to Lou? Mandeep, if you want to ask any question, please go ahead. You don't need to say, ma'am, I have one question, or I asked you nahi hoga. May I ask you or can I ask you? Ma'am, I am going for my lunch. Is it correct? Yes, Feroz, the sentence is correct. I am going for my lunch bhi ho sakta hai. I am going to have my lunch bhi ho sakta hai. Whose mobile is this? If he or she will not come, then it will be my phone. Omelette pehle aaya. Which came first, Sachin or Karthik? Mama sentence ne bina peti. Mandeep, Hindi बिल्कुल आपको लिखनी नहीं आती. Don't even try. Next slide, please read. Yes, Tarup, go ahead.
Ma'am, for subject we use who, and for object we use whom.
Whom, yes.
Can we use who at the place of object, like in the last previous slide? Ma'am, can you show the previous slide? Whom did you say that to? Can we say who did you say that to?
Definitely. इस स्लाइड में यही लिखा हुआ है कि आप whom की जगह who को भी यूज कर सकते हो. देखो तभी ये चीज.
In every place, ma'am, can we use both?
Definitely. लेकिन जहाँ पे him यूज होगा वहां तो नहीं यूज कर सकते ना हम who को.
Okay, ma'am.
नहीं मतलब जहां मतलब कुछ जगहें ऐसी है नहीं कर सकते. मोस्ट ऑफ द प्लेसेस में आप कर सकते हो. देखो यहाँ पे भी लिखा हुआ है. नोटिस दैट whom इज द करेक्ट फॉर्म व्हेन द प्रोनाउन इज द सब ऑब्जेक्ट ऑफ द वर्ब. जब वर्ब का ऑब्जेक्ट हमारे पास है प्रोनाउन, तब whom ही यूज होगा. एज इन whom did you see. ठीक है. However, in normal spoken English, we rarely use whom. Most native speakers would say or even write who did you see. तो whom did you see भी ठीक है, who did you see भी ठीक है. तो मैं आपको यही बता रही हूँ कि ज्यादा कंफ्यूज होने की जरूरत नहीं है. मैंने आपको एक्सप्लेनेशन इसलिए दी ताकि आपको पता हो कि whom कहाँ यूज होगा, who कहाँ यूज होगा. बाकी आप whom को बिल्कुल अपनी वोकैबुलरी से निकाल सकते हैं. ऐसा नहीं है who के बिना आप कोई भी सेंटेंस नहीं बोल सकते. आप who का यूज करिए. ठीक है. तो whom did you see? I saw John. यहाँ पे I saw him भी बोल सकती थी, बट यहाँ पे मैं who भी यूज कर रही हूँ. Who did you see? I saw him. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
कंफ्यूज होने की बिल्कुल जरूरत नहीं है. नेक्स्ट स्लाइड. Read.
Note that we sometimes use the suffix ever to make compounds from some of these pronouns, mainly whoever, whatever, whichever. When we add ever, we use it for emphasis, often to show confusion or surprise. Look at these examples. Whoever would want to do such a nasty thing? Whatever did he say to make her cry like that?
एम्फेसिस क्या होता है गाइस? किसी चीज पे जोर देना, किसी चीज को इलैबोरेट करना या फिर एम्फेसिस करना. तो हम यहाँ पे वही कर रहे हैं, एम्फेसिस कर रहे हैं हम. Note that we sometimes use the suffix ever. Suffix क्या होता है? जो हम वर्ड में ऐड करते हैं. who के साथ, what के साथ, which के साथ हम क्या यूज कर ऐड कर रहे हैं? suffix, that is ever, to make compounds from some of these pronouns, mainly whoever, whatever, whichever. When we add ever, we use it for emphasis, often to show confusion or surprise. Look at these examples. example. So confusion or surprise के लिए हम use करें whoever would want to do such a nasty thing. So मैं यहाँ पे क्या हूँ, मैं कंफ्यूज हूँ कि ऐसी गंदी हरकत कौन करना चाहेगा. तो यहाँ पे मैं who का भी यूज कर सकती हूँ, बट ज्यादा एम्फेसिस के लिए मैंने whoever का यूज कर लिया. Whatever did he say, यहाँ पे what का भी बहुत आसानी से यूज होता है. What did he say to make her cry like that? उसने ऐसा क्या बोला जो वो इतनी गंदी तरीके से रो रही है. ठीक है, मतलब इतना गंदा क्या बोला कि उसे रुला दिया. What did he say to make her cry like that? So जरूरी नहीं है ever का यूज करना. It is very simple. If you want to emphasize something, then you can add ever. And that is all. Which keys are yours? Whom do I ask for at the desk? These girls are also pretty. Which one is your sister? You seem to use both your hands while eating. Which do you write with? What did you say? I couldn't hear you at all. Whom did you give the book to? ये to वाला भी मैं आपको ऑप्शन समझा चुकी हूँ. Why we are using to here? Whom do you suggest we nominate for class president? Who is standing next to Thomas? Read the paragraph.
Read the paragraph below. Today I was getting ready to go to the movie theater. I thought to myself, what is playing at the movie this afternoon? What I wanted to see was a comedy, and I was glad to see that the movie which was playing was one of my favorites. The underlined what is an interrogative pronoun, but in what I want to see, what is not an interrogative pronoun, it is a relative pronoun.
Yes. So guys, I have already explained this. What can be interrogative as well as relative pronoun, that totally depends on the situation. For example, what do you want to say? आप मुझसे पूछे what do you want to say? मैं बोलूंगी what I want to say is this. जो आपने what यूज किया वो इंट्रोगेशन के लिए यूज किया, जो मैंने what यूज किया मैंने relative pronoun यूज किया बताने के लिए. What I want to say is this: you are looking beautiful. Okay. Next slide. Who will be coming to the party, not whom will be coming to the party. There is a car right outside our house. Whose is it? Kiski gaadi hai? Whose? Kiski? Kiska kiski? And that is all. I suggested Utpal as the next admin. Gangubai ban jaun main aise sar pe haath. Yes. वो क्या बोलेंगे ना समझ ही नहीं आएगा. So no, he's not ready to be the president now. And जरूरत ही नहीं है हमें किसी admin की. I believe I know I am enough for all of you. Any questions, students, for interrogative pronouns? No, all good.
Thank you. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Great. So I'll see you in the evening class. Please join on time.